Discord. Hmm. Give me 1 second, chat. Hmm. Transfer property. And done. Hmm. All right. Big news yesterday. Quite the big news. Have a good one, Tam. Lucy, thank you for feeding the elephants. Good morning.
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 How's it
How
going?
we doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
Bloody marvellous. Happy to be here.
Good shit.
I'm bothered.
I see you out there.
Yeah, see you out there, man.
Morning, Roach.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Love that, love
Day
that.
just started.
Hey, I'm with you, I'm with you.
And somehow the trash is just about full.
It's full already.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna throw all that evidence into a bag.
Judging what's in the bin, it's a mess.
It is a mess.
Anyway, I'll see you out there.
Bye. Hmm. I'm thinking. It's these bags that cause problems now, especially in dumpsters. Hmm. Make some space. Something tells me someone cleaned out dumpsters. Good morning, chat. Hope y'all are doing well. Whoops. No, that is correct. We're good. We'll be out there soon. All right. It's your birthday. Where's your Halloween emotes? I will get them up soon. TM. A happy birthday. I think we're good. I mean, let me see. How quick would it be to make some little switcheroos? Hold on. Wait. I have an idea. I'm gonna pull up the emote thing I have. This. Do these. So, hold on. They're not in the same order. Okay, I won't be able to do... Alright, one moment. We're going to be losing a lot of emotes first, and then adding them all at once. A lot easier because of how it's set up. Uh, hmm. There. $24. Hmm. Okay, time to add these. They start from here. Actually isn't going to take nearly as long as it used to because of how they're sorted in here. They all got uploaded at the same time, so they're all next to each other. Tier 1. Tier 1. Chat, can someone count how many emotes are on the emote thing on stream? I'm not looking at that monitor right now. I want to make sure I get them all. Actually, a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Hmm. Find blank. Hmm. I just put the wrong one. There. Get rid of that. Click, click, and click. Hmm. I need to get rid of something for a few emotes.
Yeah, I'm down. Just give me 1 second, and then I'm good for.
Okie dokie. Were you a kitten or full pursuit?
I think I'm full. I don't know. I'd be driving the kidding cars, but I'm pretty sure I'm.
I don't really know your status, so we're gonna find out.
Hell if I know either. To be
Hmm. Um. So we're missing the Jason one. Okay. I'm gonna remove stop for Boo. And then okay, for the ones that are not in right now, it's the candy one. Maybe we remove present or gift, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna remove gift for candy. We will we still have the UV light one and the Jason one. You did the stampede to make room. You're right. Should I make stampede a follower emote? The thing is, it won't be able to be used in other channels, and I know people oftentimes do. I'm gonna make stop a follower emote for now. And I'm gonna make stamp 1, 2, and 3 also follower emotes. Because they won't be able to be used out of the channel, but I also don't want to miss out on don't want to miss out on some of these being used. Jason, UV. um, Stamp 1, follower 2, follower, and 3 follower. And then we have one spot open. I don't really know how. Maybe I'll move stop back. Remove stop. Here one. Okay. Everything's in chat. Give it a good old refresh. No problem.
It's the latest suspicious activity on Madwing Thunder.
Hmm. 290, 1041. Hi, Martha. Martha.
Hi, Mr. Rose.
I actually need to speak to you. Dispatch office.
23 to 23 at the latest suspicious activity.
So, question regarding people coming in for 1 moment. Stand by. For applications.
Right.
How would you feel about
938 on West Eclipse.
you know, kind of doing a vibe check on these people?
I can do. I mean, when I talk to them, I do ask them why, like they're doing it. Have they had any experience? You know, what made you want to do it? And they'll normally tell me their life story for a bit. So I do kind of ask them what they're doing as well, because I like to know they're actually existing in the city.
Right.
Which is why I must say I do feel like we should ask them for money. I know that you know what I said the other day. I don't like it if they just get fobbed off.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if they can't give us a couple of thousand, they ain't been doing nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Yeah. I mean, but I did ask Jeb about something, and he just said, "Oh, don't worry about it. If they've got money worries, just say it's paid, and it's not." And I'm not really prepared to do that, to be honest.
No,
we're
because
asking
ultimately,
everybody.
yeah.
And that's funds in it. It's funds to be used for academies and whatever it is. I don't know. But
Yep.
you know, if I'm asking one person and not the other, and it just means like someone can just like fly in and go, "Oh, I want to be a cop," you know, me cop, you crim.
Yeah.
And they're walking. I mean, sometimes if I feel like they've got a good feel about them, I might lend it to them and say, "Give it back to me when you're a millionaire." That doesn't happen a lot, and I never get the money back. But it's the kindness of my heart, isn't it? And just to
Right.
get people chivied on.
Right, because sometimes you know, someone could just have have experienced bad circumstances and you know, just not have the funds, but they're otherwise a good person.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can kind of tell when they come in and go, "Oh God, no, I ain't got it," you know. And I just think, well, fucking go and get it then. Do you know what I mean? You're never going to make it here if you can't even go and do a little job. I mean, I managed to do some just by doing a bit of taxi or what have you. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I can't stop making money now. You know, it comes to me and over fist. It's
Martha,
like,
it's like me falling upwards in the PD. It just consistently happens somehow.
Yeah, I know. No, that doesn't happen to me. But I will say I do a vibe check, but it's for me, it's about I wouldn't know what you want because I've had it said to me before, and I do, you know, and I get it and I agree. I ain't going to be working with these people. I'm not going to be in a car with them. I'm not going to be having to deal with them. So do you know what I mean? I can't give them the best one.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I tend to kind of feel like people are good for it if I see them about and they're talking and I see them just making an effort, really. Otherwise, if they're kind of a bit monosyllabic, you know, and it's just like, oh, full, thanks.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm thinking of sorry, having you know, when you're speaking with these people and you provide them an application, obviously you have their name at that point. I'm thinking maybe like a separate report where you indicate, you know, if the vibes were good, if they were mid, or if they were not good.
Yeah, write a little bit of info on them.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, because the unfortunate reality is that not everyone can get an interview, right? It's not practical. I mean, we're going to be having interviews in shift 3 over the course of the next like 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And even then, that was being fairly selective with the individuals, trying to prioritize people who are doing PD tow. And even then, again, it's still not practical to get to everyone.
You've still got this Spencer Vane thing going on, haven't you? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Has he been fired or something?
From my understanding, he's intended to be fired. I don't know that he's been around to be fired.
Because I did see him on the form and everything, and so when I looked, I don't think he's got nothing. But then some of them haven't. But yeah, I know what you mean. So what I could do is get a few little. I mean, the thing is, what I like to find out is have they been doing what I always say to them. Well, what are you doing now? I mean, and they go on nothing, and I think, well, okay.
Yeah, that's a bit problematic.
Yeah, and then they don't know what to say after that, and I think, okay, it's yeah. So I think like the money situation, I feel like we do have to ask them at least, because I feel like some of them just can't wait to get out there and get a job, and you know, and then when they come back to me, they've still got the job, and then I see them at the job. You know what I mean? It's
Martha,
like,
you and I both know that food stalls pay well, and they'd hire in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I normally sort of when they say I don't know what to do with my time, I just say, well, get a taxi, get a car, so you know, and do that for a bit, because actually you can earn a bit of money just taking locals round, as much as rude as they are, just for a bit, so they can afford a car. They go, oh, I can't buy a car, so we'll rent one and get your money back on doing a bit of taxiing, and then that car's yours for 24 hours. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%.
There's some, lots of things. So I give them little bits of advice like that, but they look at me as if to say, no, I want to be a cop.
But yeah, I was speaking with Ruby last night, and she had mentioned that Pred wants to do this thing where it's kind of like a pre-interview when they're inquiring about an application. Obviously, in shift 3 into 1, depending on unit availability, that's not exactly the most practical. But then I thought to myself, Martha is typically the one giving these people applications, and I fully trust your ability to get a read on people.
I mean, a lot
like
of the
you are a
officers
people
do.
person.
A lot of the officers do, and don't forget, I don't get many people at this time or before, so it would be other people as well. But I mean, would it not be worth having like a central place set up and just say, go here and write your notes on this person? Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not, because if I gatekeep that, it's going to be pointless because no one else is going to do it.
No,
You know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
true. It
So
is
I think
true.
if from like upper management they say, we've got this thing here and we just want you to go there, like the vibe check form or whatever, and just put their stuff in. The thing is, then that's a bit more paperwork on top of actually putting it in the system,
Yeah.
in the MDT.
And
People
then
are
people are
going
going
to
to be
go, oh, fuck no.
discouraged. Yep.
Yeah, I'll do anything like that. But yeah. I mean, maybe, oh God, I'm just trying to think, because we've already got a load of stuff in the MDT, haven't we? We've got their name, state ID, phone number, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's not enough. You can't even put like thumbs up or thumbs down. It ain't enough, really, is it? You need a bit of info, a bit of background. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything super in depth. It's more so like, you know how you were mentioning, when people approach you and you can sort of tell right away whether or not, like they're here, if they essentially have just flown in and they ain't got much going for them. Kind of an indicator of that, because then those people we can sort of just, as fucked up as it sounds, gloss over when it comes to actually providing people interviews, because people aren't going to put in time and effort, unfortunately, because there simply isn't enough time. Like we're just going to have to, skip over those people, as fucked up as it sounds.
I think the main questions to be asked is what you're doing now and what you're going to go and do now while you wait. Yeah, because normally they go, I might as well go back to my apartment, and I just think, why are you telling me that? You literally said that out loud now. You know what I mean?
They're saying the quiet part out loud.
I know, exactly.
Oh,
and
my
then they
gosh.
call me and they go, oh, hello, a month later, is there anything going on with my application? And I go, oh, I don't know, I'll find out for you and call you back. Call them back and they can't pick the phone up because they've gone by then. They literally, I reckon, wake up in the apartment and call me, and it's a bit, I just think, where have you, I don't know these people. I've never even seen you about.
Which is concerning because, again, you're a people person.
Yeah.
You won't turn down a conversation with anyone.
No, and I'll beat them until they do. But I actually, there are people that just do keep on with me and they are back and forwards, and those are the people I kind of respect a bit more. They've made a kind of relationship, friendship with me, and they don't leave it alone until they get the job. So I think, well, you're trying. You are trying.
Hey, even if you point those people out, that's solid.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said about Eddie. I haven't heard from him, but he, to me, seemed like a very stable, hard-working person. But I've looked on his details, and it said he hasn't got no ranks or anything now. So I don't know what's happening with anybody. So maybe he might have just got, I don't even know if he spoke to someone and said, I don't want this job no more. Like, maybe he just got a bit fed up. I feel like he was getting,
That's unfortunate.
more and more down. I know. He wasn't like mental or anything for anyone to go, oh, that's a lot of fun. But he wasn't not forthcoming. Like, if you were having a laugh, we had a laugh about the fridge and just silly things. And he was right there with it. You know what I mean? He's a good bloke. And I just feel bad because I think he would have done a fucking good job. I do.
Oop.
Where's your husband? Oh, I spoke to King this morning about something. I was going to ask Joe. You know, on that form it says like that all the when they've logged in, right? When they've clocked in, the times and the dates. Now, what concerns me is if they're using they don't even need to clock in, do they, to use the MDTs if they've got access? So how do you know if they're doing that?
We wouldn't. So from my understanding, while there are a lot of things that, well, actually, I don't want to get into like the back end MDT stuff.
No, yeah,
Um,
go on.
Realistically, it's not too much of a concern because people who are generally just inactive are going to end up being removed and lose their MDT access. But additionally,
Yeah.
again, even if you have PD keys, that does not translate to MDT access. So like PD tow stuff, we don't have to worry about.
Right.
Dispatchers, we don't like. They have limited access.
Yeah, I mean
to stuff. So
they have to see something, otherwise they can't do the job.
yeah.
But yeah, so I kind of sort of am confused about the whole thing about that, about them being able to do. If I mean, how would you know if they've been let go? Is that, I mean, what I'm looking at, I don't know what actually is functional, because it seems like if they've still got keys but you think they haven't, it says on their staff profile that they shouldn't have. Do you know what I'm saying?
So the way it works,
Right.
and what we're pretty much getting to the bottom of is if they have keys, and no, on their staff profile it shows that they are not an officer or anything like that, they don't have MDT access. They could technically
Right.
wake up, sign in, take stuff from the armory. That we can track because we could subpoena all purchase records from the armory. That's not that big of a deal. The likelihood of that happening is fairly slim.
It's
However,
the information thing that bothers me, because if we think someone's leaking information, we think, oh, it must be one of us, or you know what I mean, and it might not
Yeah.
even be.
that is in
So-
fact a possibility. I think
So-
unlikely, but still a possibility nonetheless.
Okay. Well, if you look at the form, I've done a bit yesterday and a bit this morning. I've made sure I've centered on people before July. So up to the end of July, I've sorted all them out and put all them in. And also all the dispatchers and PD tow people. So we've centralised on that, because I noticed some of the PD tow people are put in under dispatch, which gives them the police stuff, and some are just under LSPD or whatever, which doesn't. I mean, some people under dispatch don't have it. We've got a receptionist, actually, Dawn, that's for the BCSO, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't had her DNA done or anything. But yeah, if you look at the form, I've made my own little one next to the one that you gave me. So I've got my little sheet in the workbook next to it, because I changed it all so that I could put some data entry. Are you able to access that and have a look now?
Yes. Give me one moment. So the department, that is specific to our dispatch. Do you know how you see the blips in their different colors?
Yeah.
So that is assigned to what's it called? Sorry, those three ones came in.
Yeah.
That doesn't have much bearing on much at all. So I'm not too worried about that, because again, that doesn't translate to any specific additional access.
Right.
Rank stuff, sorta, kinda.
So what if someone's PD tow but they've got police access in the user type?
I don't see a use case for that, because PD tow doesn't need any MDT access, from my understanding.
Yeah, but some of them have got it. So
Huh.
if you look on it, or if you kind of when they are PD tow, and I know they're PD tow, I've done a separate column, alternate a job. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyone that I flagged up that is PD tow, I have just put PD tow in that column. So or if they've like a lawyer or something, and it's another thing they're doing. So if you look on it, can you see it, like the sheet, Martha's one?
I see it.
Right. So there's an alternate job, and if you look down there, you can see who's PD tow and see
Yep,
it. And
I do
some
see
of them
that.
have, and if you sort that column, you'll get the PD tow people, and some people have got police. So if they've got police in the user type, does that give them access to the MDT? That's what I was going to ask.
I don't. I want to say no. Because I think the specific permissions are tied to the tags on their profile. Or the rank, sorry.
Right.
Let me check
Well,
yours.
I mean, I'm gonna do what I'm doing, so you can have a look at it and you can sort it out, because you know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You know what you're doing.
I'm assuming. This is going to be difficult to sort of determine.
I mean, there's sorts of things that you can sort. Do you know what I mean on there? So you can see like so at the moment I've centered on people that have been signed on or not signed on at all before July. And so that now I've got to do August and whatever. But yeah, I went through the PD towing dispatch just to make sure because I think some of them haven't got the right things. Some of them haven't got. Can you see the column as well where I've put whether they've got DNA or not and whatever?
Yep, I do see that.
So I've put that in. If it says no, that means there's no tag or DNA tag or anything. There's nothing on their profile.
Yeah, a lot of
If it-
people on this list are going to end up being removed. Even if people are on an LOA for an extended period of time, just so that we have all our ducks in a row, they're likely going to end up being removed. And if and when they do return, we can rehire them on at that point. No questions asked.
Right. So is what I've done helped?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I am going to have to reach out to figure out exactly what the user type is doing.
Because if they've still got keys, it doesn't matter what's on there. Something's go behind the scenes, giving them keys still. Do you know what I mean?
Not specific to PD keys, aside from armory access. MDT stuff is entirely unrelated. Like somebody can be on duty as a cop and have absolutely no MDT access if their permissions aren't set up properly.
Right. Okay.
But if they do have keys, obviously they could go to the armory, and that's concerning. But we can exclude because you can only purchase stuff on duty. So if someone hasn't been on duty, then we can, we can make the fair assumption that they haven't purchased anything.
Yeah, because they've got to do that in order.
Because they'd have to be signed in, get through to the armory, purchase stuff, sign out.
It's just the MDT stuff that's bothering me, and I'd
that's
like
valid.
sort of to know the sort of like ins and outs of if people can, depending on those things that you asked me to input.
Actually, how about this?
Impact on it.
How about I change your user type to, I can set all of your ranks and departments right back to where they are now. I'll set your user type to public, just police, and see what access you have.
What, with nothing?
With no rank, no department.
Right,
that way we can figure out exactly what access is being given.
Shall I go down City Hall and have a look?
No.
Wouldn't that be the best thing?
Nope, because when you're on duty for PD, the only thing that you're getting
I'm going to sign off. I'll sign out. That's what I did the other day. If I clock off.
True. Give me a second.
That's basically what would be happening, wouldn't it?
You will also need to reset your MDT.
Oh gosh, how do I do that? No, but if I go to City Hall, it doesn't matter, does it?
It does, because I believe the permissions, when I updated someone's profile the other day, only sort of went into effect once it was reset.
Right. So what you're saying is, if they never ever reset it, though, can they still? No,
because that will have been. This is more so just because it was just edited, essentially.
Right. Okay. So tell me what to do.
So if you on your MDT type / reset MDT. You won't get any notification or anything. But when you do that, actually just pull up your MDT, see if anything is different. Even though you are signed on as dispatch.
Right. Okay. I can't see incidents. I cannot see evidence. Hang on.
Can you see staff profiles?
Yes.
Can you pull your staff profile up?
Yeah, it just says police and nothing.
And to the right-hand side, it doesn't give you the ability to, like, add any rank or anything.
No, but I don't think it didn't anyway.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Then, yeah, all of the permissions are going to be tied to rank. And so if you go, like, you don't have any access at all to see anything of importance, right? Give me one moment. Hello.
Hey Matt, I'll keep it short since I know you're probably busy, but Lily was came asking. Looks like she was ghosted in her application for 6 months. She was looking to see an update. Who should I refer her to? To Peach, since she's now PNT lead, or like what should I do with Lily?
Probably. That would be my assumption.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and do that. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm speaking with Martha at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. I'll hang up.
All right,
All right, goodbye.
All right.
Right. So at least we know that if you rip everything off, even if they've got police, they can't see nothing.
Perfect. All right. Let me add all of your stuff back. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
For departments, you had LSPD and BCSO. And for rank, you had receptionist, dispatch, and officer.
Yeah.
Dispatch and officer. Okay. I mean, you can try pulling up your MDT. If it's not showing the additional tabs that you could see, just make sure you reset the MDT one more time, and you should be good.
Right. Okay then. Well, that's good. I mean, I hope it does help anyway. So.
Oh
I
no,
mean, you know, it's,
having that information is definitely valuable because a user type mess up isn't as serious as much as, you know, the actual rank mess up.
Yeah.
That would be very problematic.
Yeah.
But either way, obviously, you know, if people aren't in PD, they shouldn't have the police user type regardless.
Yeah.
But we'll get that sorted. And again, Martha, I do appreciate all the help.
That's all right. I mean, I'm going to give it a rest till probably tomorrow, but I've done the most important bits, I think, like up till July. So we've got the backlog that people haven't been coming around.
Yep,
So I've done all them.
100%.
And
Do
like I say,
appreciate
the
it.
PD tow and the dispatchers. I mean, I will just like now sort of like creep across. So I think I've done about 180 of them. So it's just about over half.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't waste my evenings, mate. I don't.
I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm quite quick.
You were complaining about sore elbows yesterday or something, Martha?
I know one sore elbow on the right. It's either leg ache, elbow ache, or whatever. Just too much, you know. It's too much tea drinking, lifting the cup up, isn't it?
Martha, I
think
want you to
that's
know
what
that
it
I
is.
appreciate you so much.
Okay, then. Well, sadly, tomorrow probably, or the day after, I would have finished all this, and I'll be like, oh.
We'll figure something out, Martha.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been nice being able to do that because it's quite interesting for me to do this sort of stuff and to have an insight into things because I do usually ask everybody everything. Oh, I was going to ask one little one.
Yeah, ask away.
When people do have to take DNA off people that have been nicked, right?
Yep.
Is there kind of a level of what kind of crime they'd have to do before you'd have to take their DNA?
Yes.
Warrants it.
So there's a few categories. To answer your question specifically, it needs to be a violent felony.
Right, okay then.
However, obviously, if people are joining PD, we typically document their DNA. Or sort of anything sort of police related, PD tow. Obviously, we'd like to have DNA on file. Or people just voluntarily allowing us to take their DNA. Let's say on a scene, there were two types of DNA. One was the victim who we have in custody, and we asked them, can we take can we swab you for DNA to rule out your DNA to figure out the actual person's DNA? That does happen on occasion. It's not all that often. Those are kind of most circumstances under which DNA would be taken.
Yeah, so not a traffic stop then. He wouldn't.
No, absolutely not.
So it's got to go up to. Yeah, and also on the thing in red, if you see a line in red, there's only a couple. It means that I've looked and they've got a criminal history. So, and strangely enough, that Jack Kettleman from the lumber company was on there as staff. What's going on there?
I
Have you
wish
ever-
I had an answer for you.
What the fuck? I mean, you know. Yeah, so I was very
Yeah,
surprised. to see
genuinely,
that.
I wish I had an answer for you there.
Yeah, yeah. And if they've got grey, it means they've died.
Oh.
And I've got some notes on the right hand side, so I'm putting a few notes mainly for me, but you can have a look and see. Yeah, I think that's it anyway. If you want to query anything, give us a shout.
Will
But,
do. Will do.
Yeah,
Appreciate you,
there's
Martha.
Some really interesting people on there. Anyway, I think-
AZ, what's up?
Yeah. I mean, we can get in your car so you don't have to sit in this building.
I'm not getting into a car with a passenger. I can't. I'm gonna lose my
Okay.
fucking mind.
You can drive my Buffalo if you want.
That would
I
be
feel
better.
like it's actually better with a passenger.
Also, one quick one. Can you give me a little list of what I should take, what I should alert you that's the trash that's not supposed to be in there? If you give me.
I
know
did just
guns.
clear out the trash because
Oh.
it was practically full, but
Yeah. I do recycle stuff if I see it in there and it's all getting bunged
yeah,
up,
if you
but
do
it's not-
see a
you can't
bunch
always
of
do that.
evidence, so one thing I did to clear up
I'm
was
sorry, I butted in. I just. It's
No, you're
such
good.
a-
You're good.
Yeah.
I bought an evidence bag and I just threw all the the individual pieces of evidence in the same order they were in the trash into the evidence bag just to clear up some space. Because
right,
there was
okay.
it was like full. You couldn't put anything else in there.
Yeah. But I know guns. Someone said alert someone if there's a gun in there or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But
Any
is there
anything
anything else?
and no.
Because there was
Well,
some kind of
if
gun
there's
thing, a green thing
illegal
in there. I don't know what that was.
anything sort of inherently illegal, like if it's found just randomly, there should be a report just indicating so and so found it at this location, and that be
Right,
that.
Okay then. All right.
And it should be in an
'Cause I saw
evidence locker.
a green type of gun thing that looked a bit like a drill or whatever. I didn't know what it was. this morning.
Oh, that's
So
the
you probably
impact.
saw that.
That's for us to access our engine bays in the vehicles, doing mechanical
Oh.
stuff.
Oh, so that's all right. So it's just
that's fine.
mainly guns then. All
Yep.
right then. Okay. Thank you.
Hit me
That's
with
it.
it, Daisy.
Just run
Okay,
away now.
yours is just something I wanted to make sure you saw and didn't forget. Nikki dink-donked you about a FOIA with Ernie.
I got no contact info. What is
You're a-
Nikki doing?
I don't know.
Let me call Nikki.
Hello, my favorite ass sheep. Good morning.
Nikki, the fuck you dink donking me for a FOIA request and not even giving me contact info?
Oh, I thought you would read your FOIA.
You thought you'd read my FOIA?
Yeah, like you read your report, you know, what report it was.
Yeah, I did. Are you aware that you're supposed to provide the phone number and state ID of the person making the request?
It was
You know
Arnie.
Nikki's
I
not
thought
gonna
you would
do
have
that.
it.
I mean, you're right. I do have Arnie. I think I have Arnie's info, but you
Yep.
got Nikki. It's standard across the board. You can't just go as a fellow gay man. He'll
Oh.
figure it out.
Come on, he's such a good friend of yours. I thought you would know.
I
already.
wouldn't
She's so
argue
famous.
Arnie's a good friend of mine. He shot me.
Oh, I didn't know about that. He drops his weapon when he sees me. He's such a good friend.
He drops his gun when he sees you?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I know. So special.
Oh, so you have his number is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you edit the FOIA notification to have his phone number and his state ID?
I swear to God.
Thank
I
you,
swear to
Nikki.
God,
Thank
I hate
you.
you. Yes, I
Goodbye.
will do that. Sir.
Nikki hates me. Okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah. But Arnie wanted to see what was in that report because I talked to him yesterday and he is not very happy about things. Because I guess
Interesting.
he thought that the PD was going to breach in this thing, so they started shooting from what he told me. And then there was a big shootout yesterday, and he was pissed off and was telling me that like 2 penumbras attached to a mesa for a money run, and he was like, "How the fuck did they even know it's a money run?" Because I don't know.
That I don't have context of.
Yeah.
So
I know yesterday I was doing paperwork for a while.
Okay,
And,
again.
hi, day.
Bye, goodbye.
So I was doing paperwork for cars and stuff, and I heard on radio Spectre saying like, "Oh, we have a money run here, 37 Charlie, whatever." And it was a Issy rally.
is that the situation from the tunnels on Popular?
The Issy rally was before that.
Okay.
So they got hit by somebody and lost the Issy, whatever. And then I'm guessing they found this mesa. Because I don't know what happened from the officer side of things. I only know what Arnie told me.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that the cops are on one and he had 2 penumbras on a mesa that only goes 85. And
Courtney told me something similar yesterday. He was shot down. He was next to me. And I was like, what was this over? Or, you know, how'd this happen? Like, what the fuck happened? And they said they had a penumbra. And they specified Spectre on a vehicle that barely does 80.
Yeah. Because, like, you and me know Hydra. We've dealt with them for years at this point. They will shoot. They're not shy of shooting, but I know sometimes they don't want to, and they can easily get away in whatever car.
Right.
But they can't really get away in a car that goes 85 miles an hour with 2 penumbras that are juiced to the nines.
And it was called out over radio that a money order was found, I think in the amount of...
yeah, they said like 250,000, I think,
yeah,
is what Ruth said.
$250,000. Interesting. So the only thing I can think of that would make that appropriate is in the event where it was a 1060 vehicle found by the penumbra, and they were waiting for backup, sort of pending, you know, like...
Is that, at least, I think, is how the Issy one started? Or he didn't even really say it was 1060. I remember he just said, we have a 37 Charlie vehicle, it's this one. Which we don't get any details on the vehicles associated with the 37 Charlie.
We do get vehicles leaving the area. Oftentimes, though, it's interference cars that we get the plate of, not the actual car.
Yeah.
But we have gotten the actual car in the past.
I have never seen a 37 Charlie with a vehicle actually attached to it.
Give me a second. Is it still called out as a 37 Charlie when it's the one that's leaving the scene?
I'm pretty sure.
Check this bench.
Yeah, we've had 3 this shift, and none of them have any vehicles attached to them.
Yeah. I know for a fact that it was very common to get the interference car in fleeing the scene of the 37 Charlie.
Yeah.
Odd that
I
don't see that.
I had my radio off or low while I was talking with Lucas when the Mesa thing started, but from what Arnie said, a penumbra just bombed it up the freeway, instantly turned around when they saw a Mesa going 85 miles an hour.
It's not
and
even
then there
illegal.
were 2 penumbras. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we'll need to get that figured out.
But I think Arnie just needed to vent for a little bit yesterday. And it was better him venting to me and Nikki while Jonah was just kind of in the backseat instead of getting frustrated and taking it out on everyone.
Nikki has changed her notification for me.
Here, have some food.
Well, thank you. Now I have
bought
to...
these combos from the Cauldron yesterday, and then I did not stay on duty very long after.
I
So
fuck
what
with
even
Milky
happened
Mountains.
with this 24/7?
They had the store worker as the hostage.
Okay.
Tried to ask on radio, do we breach? To which we said no. Even though it's a local hostage, you know, we don't breach. Then he said okay, but it was him, Carmine. I want to say someone else. So like those 2 together, I mean, they were probably screeching at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. All I know is that they began opening fire. Specifically, you know, the people in the store opened fire against officers.
Yeah.
On arrival, I immediately started getting shot. I shot down the person behind the register. I pushed in. I got Arnie at the back right. Then the last person ran into the back office and was eventually shot down. However, one of them is not listed as processed. However, I'm going to assume MDT issue because that is a very frequent occurrence as of right now.
Yeah.
Report number is 19139. Yeah, Selena's not listed as processed.
It looks like Nikki had Arnie, Espinosa had Selena. It says Azil pled not guilty, so it's probably just MDT problem.
Hi,
Hi, Dar.
honey. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Daisy.
Oh, Dark, I wanted to talk to you. Look at report 32746. This is kind of the best thing that we can do as of right now for some kind of a database.
Ooh. Oh, my report's on loading. That's great.
I'm going to yell at Carmine and Pred because I need their statement in this, and then I'll fulfill this for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now. Okay.
Yeah, so this is basically a list of vehicles to target in street races or interference cars or whatever. If you tap on the referenced report for the John Gray Vaca, that is kind of the template of how I'm doing each one of these vehicles.
Yeah, I like this. It's like a debrief on each incident, right?
Yeah, it's just a short summary on each incident, and then that
I
could be
don't mean to
used for
ditch, but I do
warrant.
need to go outside because if
you're
I'm
fine.
cooped up
Yeah,
in
leave.
Mission Row for an hour, I'm gonna snap.
Honey,
If
I
you
need
wanna
to be
ride
cooped
together,
up in
you
Mission
take my
Row for an
buffalo.
hour.
Too bad.
Honey!
What?
Listen, at some point, whenever you are ready, okay? And I know you're
Uh-huh.
gonna forget this really quickly, but we need to go over the uniform SOPs, okay?
For my understand, wait, why?
Because they need doing it.
Yeah,
There's
the thing. It's all being updated.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who's updating all uniform stuff. So I need to go through all the pieces with you, and you can say which one is good and which one is bad and which one we don't want to use.
I trust you.
No.
Honey, I'm not sitting there watching you get dressed over and over and over in a uniform, and telling you that's acceptable. That's not.
Okay, I'll do my best, and then I'll give you something to review. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I just remembered that. I need some money. I need my money. Well, I need all money.
Okay, let's go to the bank.
Thank you. Finally remembered when I saw you. I've been trying to do this for a while.
Oh, hold on. Let me jump in.
Yeah, I bought a Scout and I need to upgrade it. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I might have to defer to you.
Well, don't buy a yo.
Don't buy.
How much money did you transfer me?
It doesn't matter. I just need. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the money. I just need some money to upgrade my Scout.
Is $1 million enough?
That should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's your state ID?
1588.
1588.
Fellow gay man.
Yeah.
Hey.
See it? Did you see it?
I did
it.
see the edit. Thank you. Thank you for following the standard, Nikki.
I'm gonna do that every time.
As you should. As you should.
Absolutely, sir.
You okay?
Isn't Nikki great?
Yeah.
Isn't she great?
Sometimes.
She helped me close that motor case last week.
Oh my God, what'd she do?
She helped.
Yeah,
she
what
was
did
in
I
the-
do?
Shut up, Nikki. She was in the interrogation with me, and